90s, right?
No. No. No.
Oh, yeah. You got one.
Yay, boots! I'll go with the bag.
I think this is probably going to be our best year. Big thing that we're going to be concentrating on is getting the construction of the struts and the cover for the first dome. In other words, by the end of the week, we hope to have the first dome ready to go. While you're in Mass, we're going to be setting up shop over at another building, which right now is unheated, but we're going to try to get the fuel and fire up the heater. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to be doing it in stages, and I gave you all the construction manual. And I put this together because what we're going to try to do is to divide things into work groups, like 9 work groups. And you don't have to be a carpenter to participate.
There's one in the box there.
You ready for more? Alright, what color? Yeah.
Hey, crew.
Hey Dave, what are we going to do next?
Well, there's 4 different sets of struts to do, so.
We've got one set done.
We are very, very happy to have the extended family back home again. I see your smiling faces and having fun. And also the men and some of the women are having fun too at that garage out there. And I was just out there and I couldn't believe what I saw. That what we worked for maybe 7 years, finally it's going up. And so this evening we want to honor you. The singers here are going to honor a song for you, all you students and the adults, elders that come, because we are very happy to have you back home again.
Or is there a different, like...
Well, I could just finish it like that too, you know.
Very good. Let me see. Thank you.
Yeah, I really don't think.
I'll finish it with a star.
In my opinion, Western medicine is not complete without indigenous medicine or native medicine or folk medicine. I have a lot of pharmaceutical companies come to me for help, you know, oh, we're looking for new medicines this, we're looking for new medicines that, and you know, sometimes I'll help. But one thing I can't stand is that 99% of the time they'll say to me, okay, we have this root, now let's tear it apart, let's, you know, put it in as many petri dishes and test tubes as possible and find the one compound in that root that's working to heal that person. Right? And we totally don't look at it like that. That entire plant, that entire root, along with the songs, along with the prayers that are, you know, along with the mother, you know, giving this to her child and thinking to herself, please God, you know, help my kid get better. That whole thing works together to heal you. It's not just, there's no such thing as the magic bullet. Don't let anyone ever tell you that there is. Put the herbs in there, make sure that they're completely covered, because if they're not, they'll mold, and you don't want to tincture mold.
Yeah.
I don't know, someday someone's going to find the cure for cancer by tincturing mold, but it's not going to be me. So, so you know, and then after between 15 and 30 days, discard, you know, strain it out, discard the herb, and you're left with this amazing tincture. And the herbs that you're discarding have nothing left in them. It's literally pulled all of those compounds out.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to be on the picture. It's all good.
Some of you that are from the outside communities that really don't know what's going on, we're taking a vision, an inspiration, but also working with our district and the community to bring a community center that will be for the youth all the way up to our elders and involving the community as a whole.
The community center, and I want to emphasize this, I emphasized it on the radio. It is to remember and to honor all of our young people who have gone before their time. Lakota is one, but she's only one of the many young people who have gone before their time. And so this community center honors and remembers all of those young people, our young warriors. And so I'm going to turn it over to Dave now. He's going to tell you a little bit about the 5 domes that will eventually make up the community center.
I'm a retired university teacher myself, been retired for 4 years, and now I'm running a thing called Two Trees Incorporated. It was formed to carry out the mission and vision of Lakota Rose Medicine. We do other things as well, we do publications, things like that, but anything we do with the Lakota Rose Medicine Project we do from our hearts, and we do it without any charge whatsoever. We are involved with this project because we want to see that vision fulfilled. But as an organization, we will not be running it, we will not be owning it, or anything like that. This is your community center. And the whole thing, I think, its success is owed in great part to this man standing right here, Frank Chambers. Don't go away. This man has been instrumental in putting the pieces together to get where we are today. I mean, I called him last week and he was still wiring the building so we would have power in there to operate the machines that were necessary to build the struts, etc. We originally envisioned this as one building, and then I got talking to Frank and he has these grand plans. And he sees it as a much bigger structure that would do more things for this community. The main dome will be a central meeting place. Then there will be 4 domes around it. One dome will be a store. Frank said it's important that we have a store in this community so that people can buy things. The second dome will be an education dome where the Dakota culture and language will be taught, and hopefully there will be computers in there for the internet. The third dome will be Cultural Enterprises Dome, where things will go on like quilt making, beading, things like that can then be sold on the internet or sold elsewhere. And a caretaker's dome, which is going to house a caretaker for the facility and be the model for possibly housing on the reservation. What these students accomplished this week was we built the entire skeletal structure and the cover for the main dome. It's all set to go. All we have to do is get the foundation in, and it will go up in about 10 hours. So I invite you to go see the things that are about to fall off the wall and the struts that are there to see how we put it together. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer.
Well, at this time, I want to have Mr. Shannon Cameron come forward. He's the director of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe Education Department. And at this time, I want to have Mr. Cameron present a $5,000 contribution from the Standing Rock Higher Ed Department. We want to say for me, it's really hard to keep a secret like that, and I struggle for it. But you know, the $5,000 is going to go towards the structure, and it's also going to help with the dream of putting this whole project together. So, once again, I want to say thank you to Mr. Shannon Cameron, Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, the Education Department. On behalf of the Running Antelope District and the dream that has come forward through the Northwest Area Foundations, the inspiration from the Lakota Rose Project, I want to say thank you to the students personally, from my heart to you, for coming down and giving us even that much more hope. Also, I want to say thank you to some good friends and relatives that are down here, and that are the Pole Barn Boys. They're putting effort into this because we have a dream, and this project, I'm hoping, will put us further into the economic development here within our district. Thank you to all of them for coming tonight to see what goes on. When you go home, try to share what you heard here, because this is going to be for us here in the district. It's going to be for you as community members to appreciate this structure and give us a sense of hope for the future. So thank you, students, and also I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Weinkoff, Mary Ann, and the folks that have come along, Dan, Phil, I don't know the ladies' names, but the ladies, Dennis, for coming down. And you know, at times I don't see that hope, but I'll get a phone call from Mr. Weinkoff pushing me along to continue. And at times it really gets difficult because I really don't know what's going on myself, but we have a goal and a vision. And with that, it makes us all stronger. And we don't give up. When we see our elders with the coming and looking at trying to help our youth who are struggling in our community, and the middle-aged people that are with us, you don't want to stop. And that's why I guess I've hung in here. And it gets tiresome, but I know in the end we'll rest because you people have something to be proud of. Thank you.